Hey, so here is a video on how to set up your Facebook and your Instagram pages. Obviously, you guys can go out and use any sort of social media that you want to use. As far as what I found to be most successful and just the easiest way to kind of have a back and forth conversation with somebody is through Facebook and Instagram. But there are tons of coaches that are all about Pinterest and LinkedIn, and I can't even name all of the other ones, but just go with whatever you like. Best thing I can say to you, especially for a new coach, is find one, maybe two social media platforms and get really, really great at them, and then start incorporating other ones in. But where I see a lot of coaches just feel overwhelmed and not really narrowing in or perfecting one is that they just try to dabble a little bit in every social media platform rather than really making their presence and building a community on one. So for me, I really went with Instagram just because it's a little bit easier for me to find my niche market, because most of the people I may know that I would be adding as friends on Facebook aren't really the people that I want to be doing life with, if that makes sense. So find whatever you like and what works best for you, stick with it, get really great at it, and then kind of intertwine the other ones into your daily routine. So I'm just going to start with Facebook. I'm going to share my screen here with you so you guys can see this and get this little spotlight. Okay, so what you want to do is log into your Facebook page first. And what you'll do is click on your name up here in the top right. So basically we're taking you to your public page. So this is pretty much like your billboard for you. Remember, you are not Beachbody. You are you who simply happens to be a Beachbody coach. So for me personally, I don't blast Beachbody on my page. The reason being is that for a lot of the people that I'm bringing over from Instagram to my page, I don't want them to be turned off by one word, Beachbody. Only because some people might have had a bad experience with it in the past. They may have been bombarded by inexperienced coaches, or they may have a friend who's done it and it didn't work out for them. So basically what you want to do is build a relationship with somebody, slide it on in there that you are a coach, but that you're doing things differently. When you build that friendship with them first, they're going to be more willing to hear you out and say to themselves, it's a little bit different than how I've been approached about it before. I like how you're doing it. I'd love to continue talking. So for me, I do not put that my profession or my current job is with Beachbody. So we'll start here with the About section. So all I have here is that I was a server, I trained at Capital Blue Cross, and I also personally trained at Personal Fitness. I have where I went to school and where I went to college, my contact information, and all of that stuff. I just don't have listed that Beachbody is my profession. I just don't want to turn anybody off. So that's the first thing. Second thing is your intro here. So you actually have a little pen here that you can click on and click edit. There is a limit to how many characters you can use, just as if you were having a tweet. But basically you want this to be like your tagline. So when somebody's coming to your page, they can read this one sentence and they pretty much want to get an understanding for who you were or who you are. So for me, what I like to think about is if my best friend or if my ideal coach, this one girl that I want to travel the world with and have on my team and talk to every day and invite to my wedding, what would she stop to read? So for me personally, I use a lot of words that I'm using when I'm talking to people in conversations or when I first send out that hey girl message, thanking them for accepting my friend request. One thing I always use in my hey girl messages is good vibing. I always say, hey girl, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. I'm always looking to meet good vibing people and thought you seemed really fun. Sending good vibes your way and hope to talk soon. So for me, I kept it super simple. I'm just a small town girl on a mission to find good vibing, fun-loving, and adventure-seeking friends. So what I'm trying to get across is it's not weird that I'm friend requesting you. I'm just trying to grow my network, grow my friendships, and if you're somebody who our conversation ends up running wild, awesome. So The next part is coming up with your photos here. So I forget exactly what they call this, your featured photos. So you can have up to 5. You don't have to have 5. I just chose 5. So you can even see here, if I were to get rid of this one and still click save, they'll just kind of move these around to fit to 4. So it's whatever you want to do. What I recommend is that you select photos that are reminiscent of who you are or who you want to be or who the type of person that would come to your page, would they be intrigued by what you're sharing here? So for me, I show Ben. He's my main supporter. He's the love of my life, my best friend. I put him here so that when I talk about him in other posts, people have an idea of who Ben is. They're getting a glimpse into my life. And that's the whole thing. You are branding and selling you. It's all the same product, guys, but the difference is you. So remember, what sets you apart? Another photo here is my dog, Bentley, who sadly enough is no longer with us, but still a big part of my life nonetheless, and somebody that I will be posting about just because he's my dog and I love him. Here is a trip from the Beachbody cruise when we were in Jamaica, just showing that I love to travel, that I love to be around people. And then here doing yoga, just the fit life, obviously health and fitness coach. So I do want people to see that I do have a little bit of that going on here as well. So that's pretty much the main part about setting up your Facebook. Obviously, you definitely want to have a cover photo. So when people come to your page, they're like, wow, look, like this girl has friends. She's doing something fun. This could be a business trip, something like that. And then you definitely want your profile picture to either be of you and your significant other, you and your pet, you out traveling, you doing something that makes you you. What I would stray away from is you and possibly another girl, only because if somebody's going to accept your friend request or connect with you, you want it to be clear that you are the person they're reaching out to. You don't want them to have to like search around and figure out, okay, who's the girl that friend requested me, if that makes sense. Last tip of advice for Facebook, especially as you start growing your brand, you're building a team, and you're going to have a lot of people tagging you in things. What you want to do, though, is make your Facebook your page. This is your walking advertisement, not your friends, not your family who are tagging you in photos that you're not even a part of. So as you scroll through my feed, you can see that it is all me, okay? It's the things that I've posted and all of that stuff, so that when people come here, they know what to expect. How do I do that? Because I do get tagged in a lot of stuff on a daily basis. What you'll want to do is come up to this little, to the arrow here, and you're going to click on settings. On this page, then, you're going to see timeline and tagging. Right here, it's going to show you, okay, how can I manage tags, people add, and tagging suggestions? So you want to have this here. Review posts friends tag you in before they appear on your timeline. Select this to on. The reason you want to do that is so that your page doesn't just look like their page. And I'll show you where you can find that. Here on your main page, I'll see 9 pending items. If I scroll through here, I'm going to see all of these posts from people who have tagged me in things. Now, it's not that I don't love what they've shown me, but it's simply that I need my page to be about me. Because I'm inviting people there, I don't want them to see all this other stuff. I want them to know exactly why I invited them and why I'm initiating a conversation. So that's Facebook. So now we'll get into Instagram. And I'm just going to show you here because the glare on my phone doesn't really come up correctly. So biggest things for your Instagram are you want to make your name something that's going to be easy to find and something that correlates to what your Facebook looks like. For me, I kept it really simple because I kind of have a bizarre last name, and mine is just Emily Krauscher. So people can search me super easily by that. Couple of things first is you want to have your bio explain the things that you're going to be posting about. So I have mine listed that I was a National Academy of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer. Now I'm a wellness coach. I was an eating disorder warrior, meaning I've overcome my eating disorder. Obviously still struggle with it, but more or less. I'm all about girl power, life by design, adventure, positive energy, and good vibes. So when people see stuff like that, I'm going to be sharing, fitness stuff because I'm a wellness coach. So I have fitness videos all along the right side here. I have that I was an eating disorder warrior. So I talk about, eating my daily breakfast, drinking my superfood shake, showing people that I've just found a healthier alternative versus restricting myself. So just make sure that your bio kind of relates to the things that you're going to be posting about. You don't want to put that you're going to share fitness videos and not have one fitness video in your feed. So just make sure you don't have to be a fitness video person. If you are a mom and you want to talk all about funny mom things or squeezing in a workout between taking care of kids, grocery shopping, cleaning clothes that have stains all over them from playing outside, that's you. That's finding your niche market. I'm just looking for a girl that's young, that wants to travel, that's into living a healthy lifestyle, and that just wants more than the 9-to-5 grind. Again, same thing with your profile picture. Just want to make sure that it's something of you. Obviously, people know if they're coming to Emily Kraushaar, it's probably not the name of my dog. It's probably the girl in the photo. So those are the two biggest things as far as setting up your Instagram page go. Another good piece of advice simply is when you're talking about hashtags and using hashtags. I don't type out my hashtags every time I write a post. Instead, I have a select few. I have 30 hashtags because that's how many you can have on one post in my notes on my phone. So I don't have my phone with me right now, but if you were to go to my notes section, actually I can show you right down here. Just move this out of the way. And what I will do is I will post the photo and just post it. Then in the comment section, I will copy and select a group of hashtags, put them into the comments. The reason you want to put them into the comments is so that it doesn't clutter your post, A. B, it doesn't make it seem like it's annoying and you're just trying to get a lot of likes and attention on it, but it also makes it super easy for you to go back through a couple days later to delete that comment and repost those same hashtags fresh so that it's getting re-syndicated back into those hashtags, aka your post is being sent back up to the top. More people are seeing it, more interaction, more conversations. So I hope that helped as far as setting up your Facebook and your Instagram pages go. Just be you guys. Biggest thing I can say is try not to envy what other people are doing and just realize that they've probably been doing it for a long time. If you were to scroll back way down to the bottom of their feed, you're going to see super inconsistencies. You're going to see multiple filters, lack of hashtags, just not what you're seeing today. But they showed up every day. They figured out what works for them. They find what they like to post about, what they like to share. And now people are going to them for fitness videos, for recipes, for girl power advice, for self-love affirmations. What is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to share about? And focus on that. People will attract and follow you if you just stick to what you're doing. All right, I hope that helps. Again, reach out to your upline sponsor, coach, Diamond, or to a friend if you need some help about setting up your profiles.